Dylan Rock digs in. New pitcher on the mound for the Blues. That's Bradley Tews. He's 5'11", 180 pounds. He has a sidearm delivery. He's a kinesiology major out of Paso Robles, California. Also attended Paso Robles High School. Snowballs in 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. On the outer half. Hits the zone. It's 0-2 now. In high school, Tews played 3 years of varsity baseball. He was a 3-time honor roll student. His hobbies include going to the beach, football, hiking, and Netflix. Pretty good lineup there. No balls and 2 strikes to count. 8-run deficit for the Riptide. We've got to play small ball. We've got to string together some hits. To righty on righty matchup. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Slider on the outer half and in the dirt.
Now batting from Arkansas, number 14, Caleb Denny.
Caleb Denny digs in now. He walked in the first inning, struck out in the third, and singled in the 6th. Joshua Solomon awaits on deck. It's a righty on lefty matchup. Pitch is out in the outer half. It's a slider. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is tipped away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ten to 2 ball game here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tews delivers the pitch, misses in the dirt. The count is at 2 balls and 1 strike. Three and 1. We've got Mo in the press box with us now. I'd say his last name, but I'm never quite sure on how to pronounce it. How do you pronounce your last name, Mo? Gilhagen? Oh, Go Hagen. Yeah, Mo's an awesome guy. He messaged me at the beginning of the year, still months away from the start of the season, asking me if I wanted to come back. And right away, I was more than willing to. I've definitely enjoyed my time here with the Riptide, and I'm excited for the rest of this season. We're only in game number 2, so there's still a lot of baseball to be played here on this gorgeous field. Pitch is on the outer half and misses for a ball. It's 1-0. Joshua Solomon now at the plate. Solomon is 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice. It's a ball and no strikes. Pitch is flied out towards the right side. It'll fall out of play. It's a lovely sight to see. The young children here at the ballpark love to chase after those foul balls. It's a game within the game that they like to participate in. As I mentioned, there is incentive for them to do so. They get rewarded for every foul ball they return. 1-1 the count. Tews delivers on the inner half. Good movement on the pinch, but it runs too far inside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Daniel Jung awaits on deck. Once again, we apologize for the couple of times that our broadcast went off the air. We'll make sure to pay more attention to that as the pitch is swung on and missed 2-2. Denny leads off at first. He reached on a walk. Josh Solomon at the plate, the catcher in today's matchup for the Riptide. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's hit out towards right field, slicing down the line. Brett Harris is there. They'll double up the runner. Quite frankly, have no idea what Caleb Denny was thinking. He was all the way towards third base. Nonetheless, that's the game of baseball for you, huh? Mental mistakes, definitely, you do have to pay a price for it. But as I mentioned yesterday as well, it's a game of short memory. Here we go to the top of the ninth inning. 10-2 in favor of SLO. To the top half of the ninth inning. New pitcher in the ball game for the OC Riptide. That's Taylor Penley. He made an appearance yesterday. Penley is a left-hander. He's out of Howard, JC, and Salina, Texas. He's heading into his junior year. It's a lefty on righty matchup. It's going up the middle, and it'll be there for a single.
Now batting, number 26, Ryan Cole.
Penley had 44 strikeouts through 38 innings pitched as a starter in 2019 for Howard JC in Texas. He delivers a pitch. It swung on and missed, 0-1. Ten to 2 ball game, top of the ninth inning. We are about to hit the 3-hour mark for today's ball game. That's ripped down the left field line, a fair ball. Throw comes in towards second base. Stand-up double. For Ryan McCarty.
Number 43, Tyson Correa.
Well, that was Ryan Cole, pardon me. Cody at the plate now. He doubled his last time up. Ground ball towards the left side. The shortstop backhanded stop deep in the hole. No chance to get him. Infield single for Cordial. Second RBI of the matchup for himself. Runners on first and second now with no men down for TJ Rumfield.
Now batting, number 24, Joshua Ramirez.
So the Blues looking more like that 7-0 team we expected to see yesterday. They were slow offensively last night. They only scored 3 runs. The Riptide scored 6. Looks like we're going to split the season series to open up things here in the CCL. Reminder, we'll be right back here on Sunday at noon. 12 p.m. start time against the Arroyo Seco Saints. Most of our games here at home seem to be on Tuesday and Wednesday. $11 runs, 16 hits, 1 error for the Blues. 2 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors for the Riptide. Here's a 2-1 pitch. It's in the dirt. Nice block there by Josh Solomon to keep it in front of him, preventing the runners from advancing. That's TJ Rumfield at the plate for the Blues. He's 0 for 4 today. He takes a strike. It's now 3-2, a full count. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Solomon able to keep it inside his glove. Maybe some contact was made with the bat. Nonetheless, the out is recorded. Looks to be a pinch hitter here for the Blues.
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Brock Mortensen. The left-hander digs in. Pinch hitting for Brett Harris. Pitch is in the dirt. Solomon keeps it in front of him, but it does get far enough this time for the runners to advance the 90 feet. On an 0 pitch towards the right side, the first baseman is there. He'll step on the bag. Chelsea played it on a high hop. It's 12-2. A double-digit lead for the Blues. But it's said that the bigger they are, the harder they fall, huh? It's a righty-on-lefty matchup. Duke Palcoa at the plate. Clemente Bonilla out to have a chat with his pitcher. There's no movement in the bullpen, so it shouldn't be anything more than a conversation. We've officially hit the 3-hour mark. Yesterday's game lasted roughly around 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it looks like there is a pitching change indeed. I think it's a position player that's coming onto the mound. And while the new pitcher gets warm, we'll take a short break. That's Carson Matthews now on the mound. So on the mound for the Riptide is now Carson Matthews. Penley moves over to left field. Casarati to shortstop. Chelsea to third base. Junk to first. Matthews to short. Pitch is in the dirt. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Twelve to 2 ball game, top of the 9th inning. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Popped up towards the right side. Should go out of play. Into the stands. Lands on the concourse. Bounces over the stadium fence. The kids go recover it. A ball and 2 strikes. The pitch towards the left side. Stays fair. Long throw. Not dug out properly. Got past Young. 13-2. Well, I'll tell you what. When you have more errors than you do runs on the scoreboard, you're in for a long game. Hopefully there won't be any more like these throughout the season. You can't win them all, huh? But you can try. Towards the left side. Good piece of wood on that one, but it went foul. And Daryl, I see your comment, buddy, and I'll definitely take that into consideration for our next broadcast. No balls and one strike. Breaking ball. Hits the batter on the shoulder. And a huge thanks to all of you who have stuck it out and are still watching here in the 9th inning, despite SLO having a 13-2 lead. We are truly grateful to be a part of your Wednesday evening. Well, another interesting news, the Raptors defeated the Warriors 123-109. Who expected that one? We're in for a good NBA Finals. Pitch is swung on and missed 0-2. Well, our team statistician says that the Warriors did not have Klay Thompson, nor did they have Kevin Durant. So that might be, a very important factor in most... well, it's fair to say the most important factor in their loss today. The 0-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Well, to the bottom of the 9th inning we go. We're either going to witness a miracle comeback or the end of our broadcast. Stay tuned. Daniel Jong digs in, bottom half of the 9th inning. And, well, it's fair to say that with 3 games in 4 days and 9 position players, it's finally caught up to us. Nice diving stop at short. What a play. My goodness. All credit to the shortstop, Ruben Mercado. He should be on national television tonight.
Now batting from Binghamton, number 19, Connor Aoki.
Connor Aoki digs in now with one man down in the inning. Slider on the outer half. It's 1-0. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It runs inside. It's now 1 ball and 1 strike. So yeah, as I said earlier, when you have more errors on the board than you do runs, you're in for a long night. We are just over 3 hours. An interesting stat here from our statistician. He said that at San Diego, the average game time was 3 hours and 52 minutes, I believe. So, yeah, luckily we're not down there. Pitch is on the outer half. It's called a strike 3-1. I mean, for almost 4-hour game, you should be required to pay double the fee when you come into the stadium. And here's something I think we should strongly consider. How about paying the umpires a little bit extra? Mo says no, so never mind, disregard that. 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, you've really got to appreciate when the umpires keep the integrity of the game, especially when a team is down double digits on a weekday. Probably have dinner waiting for them at home, perhaps a long drive. There we go, blue. Or I should say gray. This is the first time I see umpires with gray clothing today. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. The full count pitch runs inside for ball 4.
Now batting, number 45, Sawyer Chesley.
Sawyer Chelsea digs in. Nick Casaretti awaits on deck. Pitch is hit out towards shallow right field. The second baseman giving it a chase, but he will have to let it drop to the ground, then pick it up. So here we go, back-to-back runners on. Runners on first and second for the Riptide. We played Don't Stop Believing in between innings. Well, guess what? We haven't stopped believing. Also from Texas Tech University, Justin Lewis, pinch hitting for Chris Albert, or Nick Casaretti, pardon me.
Now batting from Texas Tech, number 34, Justin Lewis.
First time all season we get to take a look at Lewis. See what he's got in store for us today. He's a pitcher. He's got a fairly intimidating stance. Kind of reminds me of Barry Bonds. Pitch is on the outer half, 1-0. And here we go. The crowd is alive. The dugout is up and chirping. Nothing better than a 13-2 ball game in the bottom half of the 9th inning with the pitcher at the plate. On the inner half. Oh, look at that. He's got patience within him as well. We might got to convert him to a position player. Let's see what else. Reminds me of Austin Soika. He does not use batting gloves. Oh, and he gives this one a pretty good rip down the left field line, but foul.
I got to tell you a story after this.
I'm telling you. A barehanded pitcher at the plate, down by 10, or not 10, but 11. The pitch is in there for a strike, 2-2. So, and with that one, you've got to expect the umpire to have a dinner set up with his wife later out tonight. That was nowhere near the strike zone. I mean, it's an 11-run deficit, but cut us some slack. All right, Taylor made for 2-1, and he avoids the double play. Nice hustle down the line. Arguably the most entertaining at-bat of the evening for the Riptide.
Now batting from the University of Hawaii at Hilo, number 38, Chase Abort.
Chase Abort rips this one foul towards the right side. He gave it a good ride. No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch. That's on the inner half. It's a ball. It's 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's on the outer half. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners on the corner for the Riptide. 2 men down in the inning. Chris Albert at the plate. Two balls and 1 strike. The pitcher steps off the rubber, and the Riptide dugout appreciating the attempt at first base from their pitcher. Like I said, they are down by 11. The tying run, it's not even fair to say that it's in the dugout. At this point, it's probably on the bus. It's 3 balls and 1 strike.
Run could actually be out there right now. Just have to go through it again.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. A bluff from first. That one's hit foul. The count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 2 men on. 13-2 in favor of the Blues. There goes the runner. That's hit out towards right field. Brett Harris is there and the ball game is over. The final line for today's matchup: 13 runs, 16 hits, 1 error for SLO. 2 runs, 7 hits, 4 errors for the Riptide. Jonathan Ortiz signing off for today's broadcast. It was an absolute pleasure to bring you almost 4 hours of OC Riptide baseball. Expect to see us back here on Sunday with a 12 p.m. start time against the Arroyo Seco Saints. Remember, this was our 3rd game in 4 days. We have maybe half of our roster missing. We've got 9 position players down there, so, let's cut our guys some slack. We defeated a 7-0 San Luis Obispo Blues team yesterday. We lost one today. We split the series 1-1, but we'll take it out. Why not? Still plenty of baseball to be played. Once again, thank you for joining us for today's broadcast from all of us here. We thank you for today. We look forward to seeing you on Sunday, and we wish you a very pleasant rest of your evening. Jonathan Ortiz signing off.